Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm Shannon. My channel is Lifestyle Manifesting, and on my channel, I talk all about manifesting every area of your life as a lifestyle. Manifest that dream relationship, manifest your dream car, manifest the house, manifest the money into your life, okay? Manifest the vacations. If you want to manifest commitment, you can do that, right? You can manifest anything in your life. And how do you do that? You do that by changing the thoughts that you have throughout the day. In order to manifest something, if you want to manifest something where it doesn't feel like it's linear time, over time, you want to have the thoughts of that version of you right now, okay? So you're having the thoughts of the person in the commitment. If you're in a committed relationship, your thoughts would be, I feel loved and I feel chosen and I feel really good and I'm adored and I'm just in love with, okay, maybe not in love with life, but maybe you're saying I'm in love with life. I'm in love with this relationship that I'm in and I feel heard and I feel seen. Okay, so your thoughts are manifesting, and when you're having thoughts like that, you will manifest a relationship. You will manifest that commitment. But here's when you're not going to manifest the commitment. When you have thoughts like, what are they doing? And I just feel lonely and I feel sad and I'm trying to get through my day and I don't even know what to do with myself. And I just feel so alone. I really feel rejected. I don't know why they ghosted me. Okay, I get it. Those are experiences in life, but you've woken up to realize that you're the creator. And the power that you have is knowing that you actually created whatever that situation is that you're in that you don't like. Whatever situation you're in the circumstance that you're in that you don't like, you actually created that. I want to tell a success story about my client who we had a one-on-one session. We had been doing one-on-one sessions for about a month. She did, I think, 3 in the month. We did 3 one-on-one sessions and she wanted commitment. She had not spoken to her specific person for over a year. Okay, it had been over a year. She tried all the techniques. Now, I will say over that year in discovering law of assumption and knowing that she's the creator, she has gotten to a place where she's more understanding and less, maybe a little bit less emotional, but the specific person still wasn't manifesting in. So what did we do during our call? I helped her identify and figure out what those blocks are, help her identify and figure out what is the story she's telling herself throughout the day. Because if she's consistently telling herself the story that they are not together, and that she is still blocked, well, then that's her reality. So you have to realize that whatever you're saying is what you're experiencing. And if your friends bring up, oh, look who's your ex is here, or I heard about your ex, your job is not to, like as a manifester, if you're manifesting that person, your job is just to tell your friend, yeah, so what? Okay, maybe you're not going to say so what. You could say so what, or I don't care. It doesn't matter what you say to your friend. You're going to just basically let that conversation dissolve and don't take it emotionally. You have to recreate. In that moment, you could recreate what you heard, okay? In that moment, you could affirm, oh no, he's with me or she's with me. We are together. Those are the things you do in that moment when the 3D reality is showing you the history of what your thoughts were. And you want to manifest commitment with this person. You're not going to engage in the conversation with your friend about what are they doing and what are they up to and what you heard. And you're not going to do that at all anymore. You're not doing that, okay? You're going to just turn down that conversation, let it melt away. And now in your mind, you only need to affirm it once. Nope, we're together. That's it. Nope, we are together. And so my client who manifested after no contact for a year, we had 3 sessions in a month time. Okay, 3 half-hour one-on-one sessions. She bought my course, but she got to the place. Guys, this is where you have to be. Okay, just decide you're here now. You could decide this now. But in her mind, she was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm living my life right now, today. I'm not going to feel like it's going to happen in the future. Okay, because you got to catch it if you feel that way too. Like you're manifesting something in the future. Okay, tweak that. Instead, feel like, I'm done. This is now. Okay, it's right now. It's not in the future. It's right now. Okay, so that's how she was in her mindset, because we talked about that. It was like, boom, nope, I'm doing this. She did my course in one day. I mean, I recommend really doing it over a few days, but she has success, right? So she did it in one day, but she consistently went back to that and practiced the exercises every single day. Okay, it's about practicing the exercises. It's about your mental diet, right? The exercises help you achieve that mental diet. The mental diet is like the thoughts and conversations you're having with your head. Not with your head, the thoughts and conversations you're having in your head about your own life, okay? The self-talk that you have throughout the day. You're doing this all day, all the time, but you weren't consciously aware of it for most of your life, and now you wake up and realize that, you didn't know. Now you know that your thoughts are actually the creation of your reality. Your dominant thoughts throughout the day and how you believe reality to work is what's manifesting. So what you could do is create yourself to be someone who knows, I know how to manifest, and I know how to do this, and I know how to manifest a specific person, okay? Now, when you're doing this, you really want to detach emotionally detach from that situation, because the more that you're emotionally attached to that circumstance, or you're attached to that desire, well, that attachment is there because you have this fear of losing it, okay? So you already have it. You already have it within. You already have it because your whole reality is you, is your consciousness, it's your awareness, so you already have it. And you've already created everything that you are experiencing. So if you want to manifest commitment, now just make a decision, like, do this right now. Let's do this together. Just feel that like, you know what? I'm done living my life feeling like I don't have something. I do have it. Okay. Claim your life that you have it, or I already have it. I already have the relationship. I already am amazing. I am the best choice. I am irresistible. I'm a magnet for all my desires. I'm radiating love that everyone is attracted to. My person just dies every day for me. I mean, they are so in love with me. Okay, so those are the thoughts that you want to have throughout the day. So even if your friend brings up this specific person, you're not going to engage in any conversation unless that conversation aligns with you living in the end with your desire, okay? You're not going to engage in conversation about that person whatsoever. After not talking for a year, I want to say it's around 5 weeks. 5 weeks, okay, so in the big picture, it's not that big deal. But what did she do in the meantime that has really accelerated her life? Is she is feeling more complete and fulfilled within. Okay, you want to take the experience, or you're creating the experience from within. So it's learning to be with yourself. It's learning to trust yourself. You learn to trust yourself. You learn to give yourself everything you want. Give yourself everything you want, because I'm sure at some point in life somebody said you can't have that, you're going to be spoiled, you shouldn't have that, you've got to earn it, you need to be deserving, okay? All these things that we were told, that none of that's true. You get to give yourself everything you want because you're already deserving, and if it's an experience you want, it's given to you by your higher self, okay? Because it exists. So you get to have every desire you want. All right, I'm going to answer some questions, everyone. How are you doing? If anyone needs additional help, I do have one-on-one coaching available. If you go to the link in my bio or description, you will see everything I have available. Whether it's coaching, I have a VIP group. I have my self-concept course to master your reality by mastering your self-concept. So, Oriana, oh, thank you. You're amazing. Well, you're amazing. Thank you for all of you being here. I appreciate all of you. Cigar guy, how do I know what's good for me so I won't waste my time on what wasn't good for me? That's an internal thing with you figuring out with yourself. Like, you could decide, this is good for me, okay? This is, with a specific person, is that person bad for me? Well, if you think they're bad for you, then they will be bad for you. If you think they're good for you, you could you might think they're good for you, but, and then you have a but with a list of things. They're good for me, but, and then all these list of negative things. Well, you need to learn to align your thoughts and reality and how you see that version of that person with an ideal version. So you could say, this is good for me. Either way, or not either way, in all ways, no matter what, you're going to have an experience from something. I've had experiences that were not so good for me, but guess what? It became a learning experience. It became valuable. I learned from something from it. A lot of times we experience something we don't want, and that helps us get clear on what we do want. So it's okay. So when you do have those kind of experiences, like unwanted experiences in your reality and in the 3D, find value. The value in that experience, that it's unwanted, is that you realize, you know what, I don't want that anymore. Okay, if you were disrespected, you're gonna say, you know what, now I realize I want to be respected. And I want a life where I'm always respected. Okay, so in a way, there is no right or wrong. It's all experiential. Your whole life is experiential. So you could decide this is good for me, and then at some point maybe you go, you know what, it is good for me. It's great, and it turns out to be really great because you're aligning with that, right? If you might experience something you don't like, then you just move from it and you take the value from that. You move on and take value from it. Okay, that's how you learn. You learn what's good for you. Okay, why whatever for? How do you manifest when you can't let go of the 3D story? Revives the story. Okay, so whatever's in the okay. The past doesn't even exist, okay? You'll be a powerful manifester if you could look at the world, instead of looking through linear time. You're gonna know that exists, obviously, linear time existing, but creation's complete. Everything's existing right now in a parallel reality. It's a quantum reality and a fourth dimensional reality existing right now, right in the quantum field. Everything exists right now in the quantum field. So right now, in the present, eternal now, are you going to focus on the story of what you want, or are you going to keep remembering the past to create this present moment? If you remember yesterday to create today, and yesterday just sucked, well, you're just going to keep creating situations similar to that. Okay, and that's why when people have a cycle of something, they meet the same kind of person and they have that same kind of experience, and it's a cycle over and over because they're attached to that story of the past. Okay, just knowing that is powerful. That could help you. Just knowing that you don't have to create from yesterday and the story of yesterday. Okay, whatever's happening in the 3D, just say, you know what, I learned from that and I know what I want now. And stop focusing on that story, focus more on the creation, right? The creation of what you want to experience. The more you could focus on, what's the big picture? Okay, focus on, you know what, I want to live a good life. You could go general, like a general topics would be, I am a great person and I'm living a great life and I intend to live really good days. I intend to feel good and I intend to feel loved and supported, and I trust myself and I know this is all working out for me. Okay, that could help you move to a place where then you can get more specific about that desire. Okay. You could also use revision. You could either revise the past, or you could just stay firm in the moment, affirming how you want that future experience to be. Right? Or you could revise what happened in the past. You know what? It wasn't really that bad. Okay? Or you could revise it completely. I've had great success with revision that is like miraculous stuff happening. Hello. Hi, Evan. Thank you for all the hearts. And by the way, I saw all those coming up on the screen while I was talking. All right. There to share. I'm having a hard time since I just overthink, but I can't since I just overthink but can't firmly affirm even with enough time. All right, so you have to train yourself to overthink in a better way. Okay, so what you could do is just have a notebook every day, and maybe you set a timer certain times of the day, or an alarm, right? Put an alarm like every morning, afternoon, and night. You need to create a deliberate habit to change what your thoughts are. So if you're instead of overthinking about that negative situation that happened, it doesn't even matter if you focus on what you really want. You could just focus more generally about what you want. Okay, start making lists of things that you want to do. Start You could even go to Pinterest if you want in that time frame. Let's say for 10 minutes, you're gonna write down things that you want in your life. You're not gonna think about anything else. You're not gonna wonder how it's gonna happen. You're gonna think, oh, you know what? My favorite ice cream, I love that. And I wanna learn how to fly, and I'm gonna go skydiving, and I wanna travel to Fiji. And oh, where else what other places do I wanna go? You could even just sit there making a whole list of places you wanna go. Or you could spend that whole time going on Pinterest or Google, images or something, and looking at places where you want to travel, or experiences that you want to have, or the kind of job you want to have, and the kind of opportunities. All right, so it's about training yourself to have new thoughts that are directed more in the type of life that you want to experience. Okay, now also just catch what you're saying. I'm having a hard time and I overthink. It's okay to overthink. You could just overthink best case scenario. So tell yourself, maybe that's something you put in your phone. You wake up in the morning, you look at the alarm, and you see the phone, and it says, I overthink good things today. And now you're gonna remind yourself, you know what, I'm only overthinking good things today. What if somebody delivered flowers to my door today? What if I found $10 on the street? What if somebody at Starbucks gave back and bought my coffee today? Okay, so those are the ways you could overthink, and it would be productive, because you will manifest those experiences the more that you create that new, you're reprogramming yourselves to have better thoughts, okay? And I intend to, like you said, having a hard time. I intend that it's easier. I intend that this gets easier, right? Just think about that. I'm having a hard time. No, okay, it is a mental exercise, you guys. This is a mental discipline, just like anything else. Think of this as mental discipline. That doesn't mean it's hard. It's just you have to train yourself to be have certain thoughts until they become a consistent. You're creating a new neural pathway where that thought, it just becomes a very normal, natural thought in your day, and you won't have to be affirming over and over, at some point. Okay. Hello, I am Sasha. How are you? Hello, everybody. Okay, cosmetics. Me and my guy have not spoken for 2 weeks now. I miss him, and we are emotionally connected. All right, well, in order to manifest the relationship to be together, right, that the relationship where you are together, okay, you could focus on that idea. We're emotionally connected, and I know it's the story you tell yourself, right? So tell yourself the story. Part of it, the equation here is the story you tell yourself. So let the story that you tell yourself be, we're emotionally connected, and I know we're supposed to be together, and I know this is working, and I know that they're thinking about me right now. He's thinking about me, right? This is okay to go in this direction. It's still focusing on that desire, right? And as you're feeling good, okay, because, I shouldn't assume that you're not feeling good. The more, as you're telling that story, get more solid in that story. Like, you know what? He's realizing that I'm amazing, because I am, and I am the perfect girlfriend, and I am the perfect person to be with. And okay, so that's how you have to, how are you identifying yourself? Are you identifying yourself as, I'm heartbroken and I'm ghosted, or we're not talking and I don't know what to do with myself? Are you identifying with that version of you? Because that version of you will just keep this whole reality in place where you're not really speaking, or maybe you'll see some movement. Okay, if you want to see big movement, start being the version of you right now. Okay, you know what? We're emotionally connected. This is done. He adores me. We are in a loving relationship. Okay, you have to create that kind of a dialogue within you, or monologue within you. Those are the things that you say to yourself throughout the day. Whenever you're thinking about him, you're going to tell yourself that. You're going to soothe yourself with any of those thoughts and ideas, okay? And you're going to stop saying, we haven't spoken for 2 weeks. No, he's already mine. You could say to yourself, my thoughts create, my imagination creates, I had the thought, we're together, okay? He's with me. He's mine. Don't feel that he's separate and away from you, but yet feel that he is right here with you, okay? Right with you, okay? So, And you can have movement really quickly. I've had movement with, I've had clients, I mean, I have instant manifestations all the time, okay? I created that deliberately by affirming. My manifestations come really fast. This is working, right? It's that self-talk and that dialogue or monologue that you're having with yourself, right? This is working. I know this is working. I've got this. I'm really good at this. All right. Let me see. What other questions do we have? Krissa, I notice when you go to the end, your self-concept automatically changes. Yes. Okay. So when exactly, that's part of the equation also. When you go to the end, your self-concept changes, because if you go to the end of being in a loving relationship, let's say you're going to the end that you're living together, and you're going to the end living together is like, yeah, we're waking up every day and we're we're making breakfast for each other. Okay, going to the end and feeling that way is not going to the end is not, yeah, but I'm still blocked. And going to the end is not you showing up maybe at his favorite store or maybe at the favorite restaurant he goes to. That's not living in the end. If you're doing stuff like that, or when you're checking your phone, or when you're just checking up on them, do you understand that if you're doing any of that, that's all coming from the place of there's something I don't have, and I'm seeing what's going on outside of me with that situation. Okay. Step into your power, go to the end, you're the creator, it's already done. Okay, Heat Marie, I've been thinking future, so I'm glad you mentioned that it's done now. It's done now, yes, I know, because we can manifest. Guess what? We have been manifesting our whole life, and we have been manifesting what feels like what is linear time. Okay, and it's not that that's a bad thing, but for anyone who's been manifesting a specific person for what feels like a really long time, and you feel like, because sometimes it's like, well, first I need to get my thoughts on point. I need to reprogram my mind. I need to do this. I need to lose weight. I need to gain weight. Like all those thoughts that people are having. I need to glow up. You don't need to do any of that. All you have to do, you don't have to do any of that. But if you believe you have to do that, that will all manifest. If you feel like it's in the future, okay, I'm affirming this will happen. Okay, we can manifest something quickly. By saying this will happen, but it's more of like feel it right now. Okay, I was listening to Dr. Joseph Murphy. Someone read his book on YouTube. It was Activating the Money Machine Within You. And actually that video was really great because he had that book, right? It was a chapter of his book, Activating the Money Machine Within You. And that's not the title of the book. I think that's the title of the chapter for Dr. Joseph Murphy. But he gave at least, I want to say 10 different examples of how people, like what he had prayer affirmations he told people to say, like, I will. And there was a woman who wanted to manifest marriage, right? I will meet the man of my dreams, and I will. And she said, I will. And it was like within 3 weeks, her dentist asked her to marry her. Okay. So it's okay to say, I will, right? But but when you're saying I will, don't feel like it's so far away in the future. Don't feel like it's way, way over there. But yet it's like, in my opinion, it's done. But we can say I will, and it can happen really instantly and really quickly, okay? Yeah, the more that you're feeling like this is done and you're not really having the worry and the doubt and the fear, and you're at a place where you're feeling pretty stable and very secure and sure of yourself, all of that's going to help, because you need to have that. You need to have that because you don't want to manifest them into your life, and then it's like, wobbly and it's hot and cold behavior, or you're just getting breadcrumbs, okay? You want to create a reality where this is a solid, or an experience, right? Your reality, your experience of a solid relationship. Okay, so think about it that way, being really solid, really secure, okay? That's you. You have to be solid and secure. You want to be more sure and know that this person's standing right by your side no matter what. And they love you no matter what. And even when you don't believe in yourself, they believe in you, okay? All right, so July 5th, I want to pass my exam. What should I do? You affirm, I pass all my exams. Okay, so imagine, you could create imaginal scenes as if the exam's already done. All right, is it one exam? Any exam, really. I passed my exam. It's really easy for me to pass my exam. Okay, I know all the answers. Infinite intelligence downloads answers into me. Even if I don't know the answer, I somehow have this intuition just to pick the right answer. Okay, you can create a reality. You can create a reality where you just know the answers, okay? But you want to consistently affirm that, right? I know the answers. I read something and it's like it imprints in my mind, and I have this incredible quality to remember everything so effortlessly. Okay, so those are the things you would be saying to yourself. And then I was going to say also, create an imaginal scene that you already passed your test. You passed your exam, and your best friend was like, how did that go? You go, oh my God, I aced it, right? If you understand how fluid or lucid, I want to say lucid, how lucid reality is, you can manifest all A's even if you didn't get A's on your test, okay? It's just what you believe, okay? Because you might believe, well, that's not possible, okay? It's what you believe, but you got to persist in it. As you know, when you see evidence, and maybe if evidence doesn't show you that, you keep persisting in that, okay? Persist in this, like, I'm a genius. I know Dr. Joe Dispenza in his workshops, he has every person in the audience look at each other and introduce themselves as a genius. So well, you don't have to introduce yourself as a genius, but like wake up every morning thinking, you know what, I'm a genius. Because you could create yourself to be a genius in any area of your life and every area of your life, okay? Okay, Heat Marie, you need to book a coaching session. Go to the link in my bio description. I have one-on-one coaching available. If you want to do my course, download my course. You know, I have a VIP coaching group that's phenomenal. It's a monthly coaching group, and you can join for 3 days. You can private message me there and see what I've got. Watch the old videos that I recorded. I go live there many times a week. It's a community, because remember, when we're living this reality, everything's a reflection of you. So if you go to the reflection where you're being rejected, you're just going to see more rejection. But if you go to the reflection of your 3D mirror that helps support you in this journey, that support is going to help you grow and evolve in knowing your creative power, your imagination. So that's the power of the community. It's like you have somewhere to go where it's like, you could also create your best friend manifest, but if you don't have that, maybe you want to have a community, right? Create that your best friend knows how to do that. I've created a lot of my friends, almost all my friends, to know about manifesting, okay? To talk about manifesting when they never talked about it in their whole life. And now they're bringing it up all the time, because I was affirming that. I was affirming I wanted to have that dynamic, and that I wanted to be able to talk about it with people. Can I manifest someone who I only had one date with? Absolutely. You can manifest. Guess what? You have already manifested every single person in your reality. Okay. You manifested that date. Okay. What did you think when that date ended? Did you start to have worries and doubts, and maybe you didn't hear from them in the first few hours or the next day, and then you start wondering, do they like me? Okay, so whatever you're thinking, your thoughts manifest in the world, and they are reflected back to you as your experience. So if you didn't hear back, it's because you had thoughts about that, or whatever, some thoughts that led up to that situation. Okay, how do you manifest them to reach out to you? Just keep affirming it. And you don't want to just manifest a text message, because that's bullshit. You want to manifest like constant communication. Manifest that they really like you, not just text message, because that feels a little empty. And I know I've had my own experiences in the past. Just getting a message is in a way, it's kind of meaningless. Well, I guess you could create meaning from that, but go more to the end. What do they think about you? First of all, what do you think about yourself? How do you see yourself? Okay, it's like you could walk in a room everyone wants to know who you are. They want your number, and everyone's lined up to be with you or court you and treat you as a priority. Okay, so start seeing yourself that way, or maybe you see yourself that way already. See yourself that way solidly in relationship to this person. Okay, what do they think about you? They're only thinking the thoughts that you think. That's it, because you're the only thinker in your reality. You're the only one with consciousness in your experience of reality. They're just reflecting back your own thoughts and beliefs about them, whether they're general or specific. So you want to create deliberate thoughts about what they think about you. They think that they had a great time with you. Maybe they were just a little busy with work. So tell that kind of story. And they can't wait to see you again. And they're thinking about you and they're reaching out to you. Think about what story you're telling yourself, because we are manifesting our reality from how we see ourselves and how we see the world in that story that we're telling ourselves. So what story do you tell yourself about yourself all day long? You want to tell yourself only the highest, best things about yourself. Okay, see yourself in the best light. And then the same thing, how do others see you? Well, they think you're amazing, and they think that you would be the perfect, you would be the perfect partner, the perfect girlfriend, the perfect boyfriend, the perfect person in their life. You think about what does it feel like to be in a really good relationship? Well, everyone wants to feel secure, right? So you want to think things like, I radiate security. Okay, so where you're so secure in yourself that you know you're chosen, and you're so secure, you have the security that people want. Don't we all like to be around someone that has that secure feeling? Like, think almost like a parent too, right? Like that it feels safe and it feels secure, and you want to feel safe and secure with a partner, and they feel safe and secure with you. So it's like that, build on that story that you tell yourself, not just like, I am secure, I am secure, I am secure, and repeating that all day long, but like paint the picture of what that looks like. Like, I am really secure because I'm a great person and I'm awesome. Everyone wants to be around me, and then build on that and paint that. And people love to be in my presence. They feel good around me. They feel safe. They feel like they could share the worst thing that happened to them and never be judged. They feel so good. Okay, so it's building. What does a relationship look like with you? That's what it looks like. Security. It looks like freedom. They're not bound to you, that you're like, you can't go out. But like, what are you like? Okay, so you want to create a reality where it's like, I trust you. Right? I'm trusting, and I trust others, and I expect loyalty, and that's what my reality looks like. And I give, and it's freeing to be with me, because I know because I trust you. So of course, go and do and have fun, because I wish the best for you, just like I wish the best for me. Okay, so those are the kind of thoughts that you want to have, like generally all of you, right? Have those kind of thoughts when it comes to how you see yourself and how you're perceiving the world, right? Those are just some ideas. So now go expand on that and go script that out. And you have to persist in those thoughts. Your subconscious mind will outpicture those in your reality, because you're already doing it every moment of the day. Your current reality is just the past thoughts and beliefs the sum total of all you believe from within has manifested in your reality. Okay, so you're not going to look at the 3D reality and think, oh, I hate this, I don't want to be here. No, you're going to say, I love this, even if it feels like I hate it. It's okay, because you want to align with the reality where you're creating that experience that you love. Okay, so you love it and you take value from it, and then you say, no, I love this, or I hate this, but I don't want it, right? I don't choose it. You could say, I hate this, I don't choose it. I'm not choosing this. I'm choosing a reality where I love it. And so that has to be kind of like, see how you could just build your thoughts and move it into a direction of a reality where you will manifest that. I mean, I have done that in my own life. I have done that in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients' lives, where they have changed their perception and their world reflects it. Like, how fun and cool is this, you guys, right? Yeah, Marie, I think I found a block of caring what people think. Definitely not helping with manifesting. Yeah. Well, everyone's yourself pushed out. Okay. So in a way, I do create a reality where like I'm accepted and I'm loved and I'm supported. Okay, but I'm not relying on a reality because I already know that I'm the creator. So I do create that deliberately, but I also engage in the idea or adopt, not engage, but I adopt the idea of like the book, The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Because the more you don't give a fuck what anyone thinks, you're not going to just think of them as, I mean, I don't know if you want to think this or not, but you could just think they're bots in the world, okay? I mean, you don't have to think that, but you just don't care. You don't care what their opinion is, okay? You don't care what they think about you. They're only a reflection. Think about this. It's only you and your reality, and everything in your reality is only alive because of you. You're the life-giving spirit in your reality. You're the life-giving spirit to everything, bringing life to everything in your reality. It's only a reflection of your inner world reflected out into the screen of space, the 3D reality, right? So everything within is reflected without, okay? So you don't have to care what they think about, because that's some old belief of experience you've had from, who knows when in your lifetime, okay? Affirm things like, I'm not giving importance to anyone else's opinion but my own, okay? My own opinion is what's most important. If you look how we all sharing this reality, right? Experience. So many of us have this experience where it's like, if you're going to go somewhere, you got to read the review, and you need to read the reviews of every single thing before you go there. If you're that person, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Because the review is you depending on a reality outside of you. But guess what? You're going to even if 50 people wrote, this restaurant sucks, don't ever go there, the food's terrible, like they have reviews, hundreds of reviews like that. If you read that, you'll have that experience, because you'll be like, wow, so many people said it, I believe you, you're believing it. But reality, the only reason that restaurant wouldn't be good is because you believe reviews you said or read. You believe the reviews, okay? If you understand that you're the creator, it doesn't matter what those reviews are. Stop reading the reviews, okay? I guess I do read. Okay, learn to go within and trust within more than the external reality. This is all about learning to go within, trust within, build your faith and belief within. Okay, I guess I'm not saying don't ever read reviews. Just try to do that less and less and make your own decision. And because if you intend, this is going to be good and I'm going to get it. I can't tell you how many times people are like, don't go there, that's bad, wherever. And I just affirm in my mind, oh no, my experience is not the same experience as anyone else. I'm an anomaly. Okay, I affirm that, so I feel like I know that I'm living life differently than anyone else. And wherever I go, I'm always having the best experience. And I know I intend it's going to be like a delicious lunch. And there's no line for me. If someone goes to the airport and they're telling me they were in line at the airport forever, that's not happening to me. I'm having a different experience. I'm having an experience whatever I'm affirming, okay? It always goes my way. I get right through. Oh my gosh. And I've been traveling a lot the last 3 or 4 years, a lot. I just affirm, I set an intention the night before. How's it going to look at the airport? Boom, I'm going to get right there to the gate so easily. And I do, okay? I am not the person, I always get in the right line. I get in the right lane. I have the right Uber driver getting me there. All these things that have to do with it. Just by affirming, like, it's all working out for me. I'm not going to have any problem. Okay, so that's learning. Instead of caring what others think about or tell you, you learn to go within and you create from within. Create from within and not from what you currently see in the 3D reality. Because I don't care if I showed up at the airport and it looked like there was a line out the door. I'm not going to think that I'm going to get at that in the back of the line out the door. I already know somehow, some way, there will be some sort of orchestration that I will get to my gate very easily and effortlessly, okay? So that's how lucid reality is. Hey guys, you know what? Let me see. I would love to answer more questions. I do have to run. If you need additional help, the link in my bio. I have one-on-one coaching. I have my new course. It's a blueprint for creating your self-concept. I created that from all my success stories, from myself, from my clients. And they are exercises to help you align with the version of you. Stay in the end. If you want more support with a community, my VIP group, join free for 3 days. Go in there, watch some videos, send me a message. Let's get you on target. If you want to stay, stay. If it's not for you, sure, I get it. Okay, you guys are powerful, and I love you all. Bye.